If you haven't seen the video that I posted a screenshot of here from
Shalom, family. We're going to talk about Rob Smith. And yes, this is a sellout. And there was something that happened to him back in December. But he put a video out back in April addressing the Black community in a really foul way. So I'm going to show you this video and I'm going to show you what he put out. And we're going to talk about what this is. What him, Candace Owens, Larry Elder, Jesse Lee Peterson, actually it has a name of these type of videos. And I'm going to tell you what it is. But first, I'm going to show you this video. This incident, I believe, occurred back in December. He was with Turning Point USA. You know, Candace Owens was once with Turning Point USA. And an incident happened after the event. They had, the event, and then they had a gathering. And Rob does what he does, talking trash about the Black community. And at the gathering, things took a turn for the worse. He had to leave the gathering because the white supremacists were about to jump his butt after this event, after an event that he actually spoke at. So, give me a 1 if you can see my screen, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Oh, Blexic chair, huh? Kid Gravity, how you doing? Okay. All right, y'all, let's go.
If you haven't seen the video that I posted a screenshot of here from Rob Smith, the gentleman next to me, I suggest that you seek it out. Last night in Phoenix, I was confronted and surrounded by some white supremacists, i.e. Republicans, that don't like gays or blacks in the Republican Party. And the things that they were yelling. It started with the F slur and then moved on to using the N-word, among other things. Now, in case you don't know what this gentleman's all about, let me share a couple things with you. Now, Rob attends events at Turning Point USA because he feels like he's part of the club. A good Republican, a Donald Trump supporter, and of course they're going to accept me because of my support for the Mango Mussolini. Doesn't seem like they're doing that, does it, Rob? Even when you post things like this. As you can see above, Rob posted, we used to be a country, a proper country with the Mango Mussolini and Melania. Yeah, the third wife. The one that he cheated on with the corn star. Proper country. But Rob hasn't realized up until this point that the Republican Party is not the party of your father or your grandfather. It's not the party of Ronald Reagan, nor is it the party of Abraham Lincoln or Teddy Roosevelt. The Republican Party is MAGA, Make America Great Again. Or should we say, make America white again. They just want to roll back the clock 100 years. Before the time of civil rights and women having at least a semblance of equality. That's what they want to do. And Rob was shocked at the reaction from that crowd. I know I'm sure as hell not.
Okay, y'all. So he did, I agree with you, Kid Gravity. He went in there on his own, and that crowd turned on him. That MAGA / AKA white supremacist crowd turned on him. And he ended up fleeing from the bar because they were about to jump him. All right. So he goes on CNN crying and whining, and he's going to quit, and oh no, he don't want to be around those kind of folks, and I don't want to be GOP anymore. And yeah, he cried like a bitch because that's what he is. So let me show you something he recently put out.
And I'm scared to admit that the real tea is that we are the problem in workplace situations. Sometimes we can be lazy, we can be entitled, we can be spoiled, we can be overly dramatic, and these are things that really, really do get in our way when it comes to reaching either the top of the corporate ladder or when people actually give us opportunities to succeed. We get in our own ways because we have these chips on our shoulders about all of the stuff from the past instead of focusing on the opportunity at hand and doing a good job.
So this is what he said about Black people. So if you are having a problem in your workplace, Rob said it is the Black person's fault that you are having a problem in your workplace. You are the problem, not the office racism, not all of the stuff that's going on where, microaggressions and people doing things against you. No, according to Rob, that is the Black person's fault that that's happening. So I guess to sum it all up, what happened in that bar that he was in, that must have been his fault. When the white supremacists came real close to jumping him up in the bar, that had to be his fault, right? That had to be his fault. He caused that whole thing. According to what he's saying, we are the ones causing all of the problems in the workplace. So if we're facing racism or somebody sticks a noose up in the air above your desk, that is you causing it, Black man and Black woman. You are causing it, according to him. Well, let me show you there's a name for this. And I'm just learning this myself. This is new to me. So I thought I'd put something together. Whenever you have these sellouts do videos and they're kind of stoking the flame with the Black community, that's called rage farming. Rage farming. Rage farming is a term used to describe a strategy, right? And this is used heavily on social media. This is what Candace Owens is doing. Whenever she talk about racism is over, because she is trying to spark outrage among the Black community, and she's doing it for attention, engagement, and financial gain. That's what rage farming is. So you purposely put a video out trying to provoke people, and then that person will come back and interact with you. And if people come back and interact, then you got a good chance of that video going viral. So then you got the engagement right there, and you got the financial gain. All right. Rage farming. So let's get into breaking it down a little more. Let's break it down. Characteristics of rage farming: provocation. Content creators or posters use inflammatory, shocking, or deeply polarizing content to provoke emotional response from the audience, and the audience is always us. The content can be politically or socially charged and is designed to ignite anger, frustration, and indignation. Engagement: the primary goal of rage farming is to generate high levels of engagement. Outrage tends to drive people to comment, share, and respond more than neutral content does. This increased engagement boosts the visibility of the post or platform due to the algorithm that prioritizes content with high interaction. Yes, there's more. Visibility and spread. So the person put this outrageous content out because as people react and share, okay, so what they're trying to do is gain all kinds of visibility to the video, and that gives it a better chance of going viral. So spreading means you are amplifying the message, attracting more viewers and participants into the debate or discussion. And monetization and support. In some cases, it entices behind rage farming is what they're trying to do is get the attention. If they got attention, then they generate traffic. If they got the traffic, then chances are they're going to be able to monetize on everybody being angry, right? And people that agree with them are going to be more likely to make donations. And if they got merchandise that will sell for political groups or figures, this can translate into fundraising and support mobilization. So that's what they're doing, y'all. They're doing something called rage farming. Every time they get you angry over a video, they want you to be upset. Candace Owens want you to be upset. Rob Smith wants you to be upset. So if you're upset, then you're going to respond. And that's what rage farming is all about. That's what it's all about. So they are out here making money, and we always knew this, at our expense, but it actually has a name. And that is what I did not know until recently. So now that I do know, I am going to steer clear of these people even more. And if they put something outrageous enough out there, I'll just talk about it on my platform. I don't need to go to their platform at all. Plain and simple. But isn't it? Look at the irony. He was almost jumped in a bar by white supremacists, right? Use the N word and all kinds of epithets about him being a gay dude and everything, right? But when he put a video out, it was directed towards the Black community. You see, he didn't have no smoke for the people that did him like that. He didn't have no smoke for them. So when it comes down to massa, he sure knows how to stay in his place, don't he? Even when he gets treated bad by them, he still knows how to stay in his place. So when he put his attack video out, it wasn't for them. No. It wasn't for any of them. It was for the Black community. Rob, you are garbage, and you will always be garbage. And I hope nobody comes over there and gives you views. It would serve your ass right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to conclude this live stream. I didn't want to make this long because I have another one coming up on Tim Scott. You got to spare me, y'all. Talking about all these coons all day is exhausting. Okay, it's exhausting. So, you got to give me a break if I don't make this one long. So, everybody, thank you so much for being here. I really enjoy our time together, and I will see you at 1:30, family. Shalom.